Here we go. So guys, we just had a very successful end of season presentation. Just give us your thoughts on the season.
Well, I mean, my thoughts early on that the as good as talented kids are out of the coach in 11 years of this league, so now it's up to the club to back them and they're the future. So simple as for me.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we were honoured that you asked us to do an award, and we could have picked any one of a dozen of them players. Genuinely, you know, obviously there are a few outstanding players like Harry Alexander could have walked away with it, but we tried to look at a little bit further than that, you know, just see who is it that's coming on, who's progressing and progressing and progressing, you know, from where they started.
I think the thing is with lads at their age, they all come on at different levels. But the last match of the season told you the distance of travel.
Yeah.
Because that one about everything. We're playing on a surface which really weren't fit for football.
And that's put it politely.
We tried to play. They won virtually every duel, and they were big, intimidating. They were up against a referee who, with respect, enjoyed his whistle. But what they did, they showed maturity beyond the years. And at half time, we said certain things to them that they took on board, and they delivered second half. And you know, credit to the coaches at Frickley who had them before us, because we've inherited a group of boys there who've got a chance. I think what's important is they're not rushed.
Yeah.
Because sometimes lads get rushed. As long as they're not rushed and they're nurtured, they've every chance. And the parents play a pivotal role in that.
Yeah, they do, yeah.
Because sometimes the parent can be more eager than the lad.
Yeah.
So, you know, we've had many players of it years. Some's made it and gone on to play, and some's fallen out of it because they've been rushed. That's all we hope, Martin.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing as a development coach, the amount of players. Well, I'll include my own son in it. I've not played, and so we've just got to keep them playing and find a pathway and bridge that gap from first team to under 18s, and we'll keep trying to do that. So that's all we can do, and we've seemed to have got a good gaffer in charge now. So we've got to turn this big shit Frickley around and get it moving forward, haven't we? Yeah. Collectively.
Yeah, we have, and I think Tom, you know, what we've experienced from Tom is he doesn't view the 23s and the first team as an us and them. It's us. And lads sent to play with the 23s. It's not punishment. It's just about getting them ready for the first team. And what we like about Tom is when we recommended a player, he gave him a chance. And
the perfect example, right? Because he didn't play well out of that game, and he's now hopefully signing for the first team, and he's got his rewards tonight. He's a superstar.
One of the phrases that I've used quite a lot over the season is they've got craft with graft, and I think that Yorkshire Amateurs game summed that up. First half they were grafting, and second half they put the craft in, didn't they? And that.
And also what you said about blood in the noses, we're going to lose, aren't we? We're a young side. But if we stick together, because what I didn't say out there is, I think there's only Ilkley that's not a full-time thing. So we're up against full-time lads.
Yeah.
I know we've got some lads that's full-time, but we've got lads that are on apprenticeship and working, and we're travelling. So to finish what we've done has been a very rewarding season.
And the biggest compliment we can really give him, Martin, is we don't train.
No.
We send a WhatsApp message out the day before the game to say yes or no. And the thumbs up, they pick a team, and invariably they deliver. And that's credit to them, not us.
And a message from you guys, you said me and Tony always managed to pull a rabbit out of the hat.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. But it's like Tony says, it's credit to what's gone on before us. We won't have any of them players if it weren't for Frickley.
No.
But there's some good lads. They need looking after, definitely.
Yeah, and it's important that they don't get spoiled.
No.
As long as they don't get spoiled, they'll get the channel.
All right, we've talked about players, and I'm going to put a bit on you two now, because 3 seasons, first, second, and third. You know what you're doing, don't you?
Well, as I've said in there, I know my lane. I'm quite happy in that lane. Development, you know, call it lack of ambition not to want first team manager's job, but I know my lane. I'm happy there.
We just what we try to do is let lads express themselves, but most of them will enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's like hotels in life. If you enjoy it, you do it better. And that's what we try to do.
Yeah. And we wish Tom all the best because we won't want his job at all.
No. We did it for 2 games.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Wish him all the best.
And we enjoyed it, and we helped the club out. But get me to Ellen Road on a weekend.
Yeah. And I'm at Cannon Hall with my granddaughter.
Just like those 2 games where you stood in last season before, whenever. The feedback that we got from players when we talked to them afterwards, they said that first game when we won, we'd been on a terrible losing run. You came in, we won unexpectedly. We talked to some of the players a couple of games after, and they said, Martin Beaumont just came in and said, just go and enjoy yourselves. You know, and that's what it's about, isn't it?
Not rocket science. Not rocket science.
No matter what you do, if you enjoy it.
Get Harry in. Harry, come in.
Come in, please.
Come on. You're on video. Come on.
Mate. So,
Get your captain's hat on.
No.
Oh, get big trophy on. Yeah, I get big trophy.
Hey.
Here's main man. This is what makes it all worthwhile.
Yeah, this is why we do it.
Oh yeah.
Lads like this, just to
Superstar. He's
credit to his family, to his teammates, to the club, and he makes our job as volunteers all worthwhile. Lads like this.
And next year we're just got to find the next Harry Alexander. That's
You're going to take
simple
some
as it is.
finding.
But there's some good quality out there.
yeah, and I think it creates its own problems, but it's a nice problem for you to have, in that Tom's going to keep coming, as the previous managers have done, are going to keep coming and cherry picking
I hope
your
so.
players,
We hope so.
and you've got to go into that hat again for another rabbit, haven't
That's
you?
what it's all about.
But if local lads and players who want to progress see that, they should come to Frickley.
Yeah.
You know, they should be able to see that I played against him last year. Is it first team? You know,
Yeah.
Because when Harry came to us as a left back, a lad who correct me if I'm wrong, age, a lad who were a bit lacking in confidence, weren't sure about football, ran off from us, went AWOL, managed to get him back, and then we put him in a position where he just produced, just delivered and produced unbelievable performances, and he deserves all he gets.
Yeah.
But I've got to give Tom his credit. He's given him the opportunity.
Yeah, and I think probably the best thing I can say about Harry is a lot of your lads that have come through, when they got into first team, maybe got a bit nervy, or maybe not had right tactics for them, and maybe, and there's obviously loads of exceptions to this, but maybe haven't delivered the best of themselves and didn't show us what we've seen each week. That's not Harry though, that first game he played.
Yeah, well,
we
you
thought,
messaged me and said he's playing out of position left back.
yeah,
But he'll grow. He'll like
But
Tony says.
looked like he'd been there all season.
Yeah, he can go into midfield. So let's just get your feet there, and he'll grow.
But there were no nerves and no. I'm not going to get stuck in, because I'm new lad.
We've not told Tom yet. He's still playing for 23 next year.
I'm trying to get into his contract.
So as far as we're concerned, let's just arrest this slide down the league. We finished third. Let's get back up. Let's get back into
We'll
the
be
top two
back.
again.
We'll do his best. We'll do his best. But the main thing for us is player opportunity
Yeah,
and player enjoyment.
yeah.
Because if you do that, we've done what we've been asked to do.
And I can't thank you two
Yeah,
guys
Well,
enough.
Yeah.
and we're going to turn that around and just say, from us two, you put a smile on his face, because sometimes Saturdays don't always go how we wanted them to do, and we're a bit fed up with football, and then we come here on a Wednesday or a Thursday and we think, it's not a bad game after all this.
Well, it's
That's it.
credit to players.
Lads like this, that makes it all worthwhile.
So,
Definitely.
for all that you represent, thank you very much.
No, thank you.
Cheers, boys.
Alright.
Cheers.
Super. Thanks, guys. See you next year.
Yeah.
All the best.
Hopefully.
And we'll be